Getting a human being off this planet and back again took some of the strangest engineering shortcuts in history. Here are 8 facts about space technology that sound made up, but are completely true. Start with the computer that flew Apollo 11 to the moon. The Apollo guidance computer had about 64 kilobytes of memory and ran at under 100 kilohertz. A basic modern calculator has more processing power. Astronauts navigated to another world using less computing muscle than what's inside a musical greeting card. Next, your phone's GPS is quietly fighting Einstein every single second. GPS satellites orbit fast enough, and sit far enough from Earth's gravity, that time actually runs differently for them than it does for you. Special and general relativity pull the clocks in opposite directions, and if engineers didn't correct for it, GPS position errors would pile up by several miles a day. Every turn-by-turn direction you've ever gotten relies on relativity math. Up on the International Space Station, astronauts don't get one sunrise a day, they get 16. The station circles the entire planet every 90 minutes, which means the crew watches the sun rise and set roughly every 45 minutes on each side of that loop. Their bodies have to fake their own day-night cycle because the sky refuses to cooperate. Speaking of astronaut bodies, they actually get taller in orbit. Without gravity compressing the spine, astronauts can gain up to 2 inches in height during a mission, only to shrink back down within days of returning to Earth. It's a genuine, if temporary, growth spurt caused entirely by leaving the planet. The ISS also runs one of the most impressive recycling systems ever built, because it has to. Roughly 90% of the water on board, including astronaut sweat and yes, their urine, gets filtered and purified back into drinking water. NASA's line is that today's coffee is tomorrow's coffee too. Back in 1977, NASA launched 2 probes, Voyager 1 and 2, carrying a golden record, an actual phonograph disc etched with sounds and images of Earth, greetings in 55 languages, whale songs, and music from Bach to Chuck Berry. Both spacecraft have since left the solar system and are still transmitting data, making that record the most distant object ever built for another civilization to potentially find. Meanwhile, up on the moon, the flags planted by Apollo astronauts almost certainly aren't red, white, and blue anymore. Decades of unfiltered solar ultraviolet radiation, with no atmosphere to block it, have almost certainly bleached them completely white. And finally, Earth's orbit is getting crowded. Space agencies currently track more than 30,000 pieces of debris larger than a softball, and that's not counting the millions of smaller untracked fragments, all zipping around at speeds fast enough to shatter a satellite on impact. Spaceflight turns out to be less about giant rockets and more about clever, sometimes bizarre problem solving. If you enjoyed learning how strange the space race really got, subscribe for more facts that sound fake but are completely true.